Grand Rising, my lovies. Grand Rising. How are you guys? Guess what? Remember the conversation that I had with y'all yesterday? It was about focusing on things that have already taken place instead of focusing on things that you haven't seen, focusing on things that you don't have, because a lot of us do. We chase the things that we don't have. We want the things that we don't have. We think about all the shoulda, woulda, couldas. All that stuff just bombard us, right? And we totally give all of our focus to all the stuff that don't work, y'all. We do. Every last one of us is guilty of that. We focus on the crap that you don't have yet. You can't see yet. Like, why? It's because our thinking is on something when our thinking should be on nothing. Do you know you have to turn into nothing to get something? You have to learn how to deal with nothing in order to understand the something. In order to deal with the nothing, you have to deal with nothing like materials, nothing like information. Like you need to deal with airy things that is not visible, but it's plain as day visible. It's plain as day visible. And I'm trying to teach y'all how to see. I'm trying to give you new eyes. Okay, we are very disrespectful, and I'm going to tell you how we disrespectful. And we need to be ashamed of ourselves. Remember, when you point the finger at somebody, you got one point back at you. So look, the gun go like this. Okay. We totally disrespect the things that are working. Why do we overlook the things that are working? It's like we choose to believe and focus and lose our wits over what we can't control, over what we keep wanting to want us, but it show acting like it don't want us. That's why we can't obtain it. We just can't get a clue. We like the dude at the club. We done bought that thing a drink, and now that thing got to marry us, right? Y'all, that's how we act. We got that type of behavior, right? Where you think they get it from, right? So when we don't focus on the stuff that's working, could you imagine what the gods are saying, what the elementals are saying, like what the invisible help is saying? Like, they ain't helping us. Like, they ain't looking out for us. But somehow we keep getting out of stuff. We keep waking up. And you have some good days. And you do be smiling sometimes, right? You even laugh out loud sometimes. So it ain't like you just living in constant torment, in constant fear. You get a break when you stop thinking about the BS. When you don't want to be bothered with the BS, think about it. How do you get them little good moments? The thing is, we got short attention spans. We don't pay attention long enough to what make us feel good and to what is working out, because we focus on what don't work. It turns into Goliath in our life. And thank you, Tim. Y'all, Tim done sent me something else. And Tim don't even know I was on Goliath and David this morning. Like, I got a treat for y'all today. I'm going to validate these words that are coming out of my mouth, because Spirit wants you to be sane. He wants you to be sane because he's trying to give you something. God is trying to give y'all something. He's trying to give all of us something. And what he's trying to give us is understanding, but not our own. It's spiritual knowledge, and then it's flesh knowledge. Spiritual teachings, flesh teachings. It's a difference. So to get the spiritual aspect of it, you're going to focus on what is working. You're gonna have to stop overlooking God when he bless you and the blessing look like it's this small. Do you know them little small things add up? And they get big, they add up, they add up. And do you know these little small things are called philosopher's stones? And the reason they're called philosopher's stones is because you're a philosopher and you thought your way through something and you calmed yourself and you reconciled your dark and light at one point and you got aligned at one point. All y'all done did at least one time in your life. Something done worked out for you at least one time in your life. Okay? You let yourself believe just for a minute. You let God handle it just for a minute. But you don't realize that you did. But you should realize that you did because it worked. And it was a smooth transition. It was easy. It didn't cause you to stress out. It brings you joy. It even profits you in some type of way. We overlook it when we do something and it work out and it start working out. We stop. The things start working out, we stop, and then we get trapped again by the negative thinking and become a prisoner all over again. But what if we just stop and just stay like this? Just stay like this. Just forget this. You've been fighting this. Don't you want to stop fighting? Don't you want to stop being angry? Don't you want to stop seeing the same scene every day? From sun up to sundown, ain't nothing changed. Well, we gonna have to start focusing on that. Just plain and simple, y'all. It ain't no science behind it. You're gonna have to start reverencing God. Like, you responsible for noticing God in your life. You held responsible for knowing when something done worked out. When the sun shined through the window. When the window of heaven was open upon you at one point. You felt that before. But we prodigal children. We look at the next man and see how they being blessed. And then we start being like Cain when it came to Abel. Instead of perfecting our own craft, we get our tasks and start looking at other people. Start getting envious of other people. Then the ego started taking over. Then we just forget about what we got in store in us. We don't even explore ourselves. That's why he's so strict on get to know yourself. You are a powerful being. But we got to start saying, Lord, I appreciate this. Or I remember when this happened to me. I remember when, boy, I was so happy. Boy, I remember when, boy, I was laughing so hard. Boy, the back of my freaking head with her. Boy, I remember when. Y'all, we need to start playing the I remember when game. And when I get off of here, I'm going to start it off. Let me know how many of y'all seen this. We're going to say, I remember when. And you're going to put a fun statement down. Something that worked out. And we're going to let the people laugh when they go up and down that comment section. Let them enjoy reading the comments. This is how we fight as one, as a whole, as one mind, being Christ, being us. This is how we become one mind, because this is something God would do. This is some spirit would do to lift you up. And guess what? It'll be something that worked out. It will be something that is true. It's something that you can take to the bank. It's a story you can sit in front of God and tell God, and he's sitting up there about to fall out his chair laughing at your silly self. Right? Let us let God know we noticed when we laughed. We noticed when we had a good time. We noticed when things was working out and it was real smooth. See, it's a remember. Go back to your first love. You was in love when that thing happened to you. It worked out just like that. It's like first time you seen something, you was like, oh my God. Because you didn't have the stress, you didn't have the stress. It was just a good day. It was just a good opportunity. It was just a good season. It was just a good moment. It was just the best gesture that set you on the right path. It's something that done worked out for you that you can keep on focusing on every time a thought come of something that don't work out, something that didn't work out, or a thought that it will not work out. That is the Antichrist. See, y'all looking for the Antichrist to be a dude, right? Well, he is a dude and a girl and a them and a they and all these little things these people name themselves these days. It's us. We are the Antichrist. We are the beast. We are the fallen. We are the fallen and we are the risen. We are all of it. So y'all stop looking outside because it's you. It's you. It's you. And I'm going to prove it to y'all today. Now, we're going to learn to focus on the things that are working out. When you find yourself in a tell a story or somebody having a conversation, think if you finna say something negative. Think if you finna join something negative. Think if you finna sit there and take in something negative. Y'all, we're gonna have to start doing people like this. If you want to ascend, if you want to awaken, if you learn how to put yourself first, if you want to fight, if you want to win this race, if you want to meet your boss self, you're going to have to boss up because we're fighting against principalities. We're not human, guys. We're fighting thoughts, memories, words that somebody done said that made us feel low. And you know why it made you feel low? Because you believed it time you heard it. Didn't I do a lesson telling y'all stop believing everything you hear? We're going to start believing in everything that done worked out. We're going to start asking for stuff that we already done asked for, because at this point, y'all, we begging God. We're going to beg man and we're going to beg God. But see, God ain't answering us. Probably because we're begging and he can't stand a beggar. Y'all, in that word, it say, you see a beggar on the street, don't give him money because you're helping him in his business of becoming a beggar. So you use your judgment when you see somebody on that corner like that. If they there every day, they been there 5 or 6 years, that's their job. That's their career. And you have helped their empire. You have helped them be low. You have helped them belittle themselves. Like you're helping them in the business of being a beggar. You're helping them be the best beggar they can be. Don't get tricked by that scripture that tell you if I'm thirsty, like the man could be on the side of the road and he asks you for something to drink. Don't think you got to give everybody something to drink on the side of the road. That's why you need to stop thinking you're human. You need to become spirit so you can start feeling vibrations off of people. You can look at a person and automatically your instincts will go up and be like, whoop, no. Because how else are you going to know? See, you're blind and you're powerless because you're depending on this flesh. This is where we lost it. This is where we got lost. So yesterday, I made a video about focusing on the things that are already taking place. You have seen so many things that have worked out. You can't even say you got an excuse to think of something negative unless you want the negative. Unless you just can't help yourself. Unless you just gotta think negative. Then that's on you. This ain't for you. You ain't ready to stop. You ain't ready for the pain to stop. You still trying to find stuff to feed the pain monster. Well, we starving that mother effer. We kicking poverty to the curb. We're not participating in the BS no more. Right, y'all? Right. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because y'all know when I give a word, y'all didn't hear all the background noise and stuff that was going on. Nunu mentioned it. Nunu mentioned the train that went by when I was talking to validate what I was saying. Nunu getting it, y'all. Nunu is understanding, and I'm proud of you, Nunu. Keep going because you can do this all the time. You learning the elements. You're learning your environment. Nunu mentioned the train that made that noise when I said something. It was all type of stuff happening out there. The outside was listening to me. I was sitting up under trees. I was sitting on a rock. I done made friends with that rock. That rock my chair now. That rock is now my throne, my cornerstone from where I'm at right now today, y'all. Cause y'all know I had went through some little stuff and I kind of left a little bit. But this is just so I can get a clear mind. So I'm in a whole new space. You know, I ain't around nothing that agitate me. And I went outside and I liked the scenery. And I just seen that rock right there. So I sit right there every day. And there's trees above me. And I just made that video because God said, come on, you done had a week off. Now let's get back to work. You got to practice what you preach. So I'm beginning to be grateful for my struggles. I'm beginning to be grateful for my downfalls, y'all, because now I'm not taking them so personal. Now I'm really looking at it as I'm not feeling right and I'm upset because something really is off. So my body acting like this, my mouth flying off like this, my emotions are out of whack because something really is off. And what is off? Me. I have lost calibration. I done started focusing on what's not working, what's getting on my nerve, what's agitating me. And I done jumped off of what was helping me, what was making me smile, what was making my day, what was bringing me joy and laughter and outbursts. I totally left that and went over there and started hanging out with this ugly stuff that I don't like. So I'm teaching myself to remember. So when I made that video yesterday, God sent me confirmation. He sent me validation, right? So y'all know I told y'all the story about my 2 phones. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this other phone. And I'm going to play the audio book, right? It's an audio book on here. And it's called The 10 Principles of the Upanishads. It's Upanishads. And it's by Australian Grace. This is what when I tell y'all he my go-to, I love Australian Grace. I don't know who this man is, but when I say God got a calling on him, God got an anointing in this man's voice, God got an anointing in him, and he take his time and he read the tablets, he read books. You don't have to go buy the books. You don't have to go searching for the books. He is deep. He finds this literature, this lost literature, and he sits there and he reads it. And his voice will draw you in. Like, he is my favorite. Him and that dang on Brian Scott. Those are my 2 go-to. Brian Scott, The Reality Revolution. Go to him. Or go to Australian Grace when you want to get good, valid, sound doctrine, divine counsel. I consider them counsels. I consider myself part of the council, right? Their information always match my information. Like it goes together for some reason. Somehow my information, my experiences is the information that they got. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my real life experiences and I'm finding what I'm going through and what I've been through in the books that they read. All the stuff I told y'all yesterday is in this reading. All the stuff I be talking about on my channel is in this reading. Everything this morning, right? I'm going to tell y'all about this story again. I'm going to always tell this story because it's like my signature. When I told y'all I met love, I really was with love. You see love as a word. I see love as something more. It's a power. It's a source. Y'all, it go beyond feeling and it go beyond emotion. The last time I coded, I was out longer than the other times. Like, I was able to see them actually trying to resuscitate me. Y'all listen to me because I'm giving you sound doctrine. I'm giving you proof through my life. Now I know why I done been through everything I've been through, because I got to validate the words that come out of my mouth. I got to show you that you are the books. You are the words, and God is aware of everything that's going on with you because He's the word and you're nothing but word. You can't hide nothing from Him. But He looked for certain words, right? So when I coded, I could see everybody working on me. I could feel how everyone felt about me in that room. Listen to this, y'all, because this is my life. This is my truth. And I'm being transparent because I want y'all to get the glory. I don't want y'all to be stuck. I could feel how every person felt about me in that hospital room. I did not know the impact that I had at the time of being at that hospital. The way I talk, the way I carry myself. No wonder everybody at the hospital wanted me. They wanted me to help them. They thought I was psychic. They thought I was some type of magical, mystical being that just had all the answers. Like, every time I would go, nurses fight over who's going to see over me. If they know I'm there, they argue over who gonna see about me, who get me for the night, because they like to hang in there with me and they like to talk to me. Y'all, they pull the information out of me. It's people hurting everywhere. And the saddest part about it, hurt people trying to help hurt people. A hospital. Them nurses are hurt. Them doctors are hurt. Them orderlies are hurt. Everybody got pain, y'all. It's everywhere. So at the time of me going through this, I could see my room becoming more filled because the word had went out on the intercom that I was in trouble. Now, all these people I done talked to on separate occasions came together at one time because they heard that I coded. You can hear the code sound. You can hear them screaming. I want y'all to picture this. Like, I'm really giving you full freaking detail because this is my life. And I'm choosing to share it with you. Appreciate my story. Don't take these words light. Don't take these words for granted. I'm giving you truth. I'm showing you behind the scenes of what you say. Okay, I'm giving you a gift. Because that whole thing was a gift to me. Let me share my gift with y'all, okay? As those people piled up in that room, I noticed that I was really not attached to my body. I was there, just there, but nowhere but there. I still had conscience. I still had my words, which felt like a voice, but was it a voice? Because nobody know I was watching them. Nobody knew I saw how they all cried out to God, praying, asking God to forgive them and let them stand in the gap for me. People were trying to trade their life for mine. People I ain't ate with, all I did was just have a conversation with them, right? I'm showing you love in case you ever if you ask yourself, what is love? Listen to this, because I'm telling you what love is. And you gather your little nuggets together. And you get the very thought of it. And then you get the meat of it. Then you get the feeling of it. And you eat it. Eat what I'm telling you. I could feel the emotions coming from each individual. It was like a pain, a panic, a worry, a fear, oh no, do something, Lord, do something, Lord. I felt all of that. All of them loved me. I don't have a body because my body is on the bed. This is why I'm telling you, you're more than flesh and bones. Listen to me. You're nothing. So don't get mad if somebody tell you you ain't nothing. Be that. Say, I'll be that. I'll be that. I'll be that. I'm sorry. I just heard that. But anyway, sorry. Leave me alone, spirit. Them people upstairs talking, y'all. They enjoying this conversation. You know how a good conversation be going on and you just blurt out something that would just happen. I'm under the anointing, y'all. So be patient with me, okay? We don't want to rush this information because I really got something good for y'all. I could feel it. No hatred. Thank God. I don't even want to feel that. I can hear myself saying, what is this? All of that scaredness, all of that concern, all of that worry, all of that hope, all of that faith, all of that goodness, all of that went into prayer at one time for me. And it feel like the words coming out of their mouth was like, it was wrapping itself around me. It was cloaking itself around me. It was hugging me. And without flesh, I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. Thank God for your flesh. Thank God for your flesh. You could feel your feelings in the raw. Oh my God, we would blow the earth up. That's how strong it is. I could feel the feelings coming out of people. The words that they were speaking was going in like it's like it was soaking in me. It was becoming me. It was building me. It was making me. It was fixing me. It was loving on me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's my truth. People I don't know was concerned about me. See, I got something remember, people love me. They still do at that hospital. Because of me, they believe in God because of me. Them people don't see me die, get up. They 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 don't see me die, get up. And I ain't lying about how many times I done said that. Let me walk this walk so you ain't gotta walk it. Don't let people make you lose your heart in order for you to get it. Stop giving yourself to everybody. Everybody don't deserve you. And stop going where your spirit tells you not to go. Love loves you. So as I'm feeling these feelings, I'm screaming because I can't take it. And I said, what is this? What is this? And I heard the sweetest voice. Oh, the sweetest voice I could ever hear in my life. It said, love. I said, so this is what love is? Wow. So this is what love is. Stop telling people you love them and you don't love them because you don't know what you're creating. It's the tie that binds. I didn't know them people loved me like that. Thank God I had a good countenance. Thank God I wasn't rude. Thank God I wasn't nasty. I had a hospital praying for me. And it's a Catholic hospital. I had love pouring in for me. I had to deal with they love. I had to deal with love itself. And then y'all check this out. The feeling amplified. It got even stronger to the point where I was like, oh, I can't take it. What is that? Who is that? I started saying, who? Which one of y'all love me like that? Like, and my attention went to my husband, my mate. Damn, say break up my relationship. He was sitting on the floor with his face in his hands. He was doing like this. He was praying. He was praying. He was praying. I had to see that. But he don't know I saw that. He don't know I saw that. I was gone. They couldn't revive me for nothing, y'all. So the whole time I'm looking at him, love is allowing me to feel what he feels for me. Y'all stop playing with people, telling people you love them and you don't, because that's hope. People grab on to that word. People eat that word. And you sitting up there playing with somebody's feelings and they started loving your ass for real. I'm telling you what love is. In case you want to tell somebody you love them, you might want to think about it and think, do you really love them before you let it loose? Because it's alive and it don't like to be disrespected. And shame on you if you do disrespect it. So as I'm feeling his feelings, I said, how can I make it stop? And he said, you could go back if you want to. This is what love said. You could go back if you want to. I said, I have a choice. Love said, you always have a choice. So I thought about it. I looked at my husband. I looked at all them people that had done left their shifts. It was had my room crowded where nobody couldn't fit in there and people was on the outside. I looked at how hard my doctor was working on me. He was crying so bad. Everybody, all that was for me. I think I'm gonna apologize for who I am. Don't let nobody tell you ain't be you. Cause you be amazed at who you are. You just stop being scared to just be you. All that power was going up. All that petitioning was going up. And it was going up to the heaven. So I thought about it. I said, you know what? This done happened to me quite a few times, right? I said, look, I done seen heaven 3 times, right? One time they asked me how I kept getting up there like they don't know. I must know the back door way. How you don't know on here? Like you ask me what I'm doing there. I don't know. Somewhere somebody slipping up. They send me back. Like I said, well, another time I went up there, they said, how you keep getting up here, right? So I keep doing this. So I must know something, right? That I don't know that I know, but deep down I know it. When I need to know it, it kick in. Maybe I know my way home. You know what I'm saying? So he told me I can go back if I want to. So I thought about it. I said, shoot, seems like I'm straight. I know where I'm going. I don't gotta question myself now. I can just come here and beat me and live my life without the pressure. I don't gotta get validated by nobody. Well, if this ain't proof, I don't know what it is. I said, you know what? I'm finna go back and tell people about this. They need to know what's up. And all of a sudden, I came back, y'all. And here I am today. Ever since then, I've been teaching and preaching that the word is alive. And the reason I label myself as an apostle, if I had to wear a label, which I don't care about no dang on title. I ain't been to nobody's school. I've been to the Hard Knocks Life College, University Academy, University School. Okay, but sorry y'all, I'm sitting over here. I'm full today. I'm so full. To be able to know you straight, I can just come here and serve God. I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna be going through stuff and I'm still human too. So now I got to learn feelings and not let them take me out there. Y'all listen to me. This is the truth. This is the truth. So I have that to focus on. If somebody say I ain't love, if a thought come in and tell me I'm not love, like you a guy, what? I know you the Antichrist. I know you something that want to get me down. You don't get your dumb ass away from me talking about don't nobody love me. What? Get away from me. All the glory that don't went into me, dude, you lying. Like I know that's a lie. So they can't trick me with that one. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that's happening in the background. So love is alive. Okay, I told you during that experience, death had me. Death had to hold me in order for me to be in that state. Think about it. You got to think what happened to you in word form. What was the main things that was happening to me? Well, I was talking to love. I was with love. I met love. I experienced love in the raw. Now I was with death because death was the only way I could have a near death experience. Death had me. Death did not have an assignment to end me. I had to be held there for a time, for a reason. Something was being given to me. Death is sweet. Death is not vicious. The way we die may be vicious, depending on how you live in your life. But death itself, you thank God for death. Could you imagine a life with nobody dying? No matter what state you in, no matter how sick you get, no matter how old you get, death is necessary when you think about it. And death comes in spiritual forms, like in the situations, in the problems. When God want to renew you, when God want to restore you, you have to die to the bullshit. Excuse my language. This grown folk talk. Y'all ought to be tired of being talked to like kids going to church not getting nothing. I'm giving y'all something. This is my life, and my life is through these books. My life is through these tablets, my experiences. I could tell you that love is alive. I could tell you that death is alive. I could tell you that words have personality and character traits. I could tell you that the words that you speak create deities and monsters and angels, and they have children, and they create villages, and they have family. Without a master, they wow. Without a leader, they wow. Without direction, they wow. All of them words they were saying to me, y'all, was hitting me like bullets. They was defeating what was after me. They was defeating what was trying to take my life. So let me tell y'all, this week, I'm looking at Sid Roth. So you got to look at everything. Everything matters. I'm looking at Sid Roth, and he's got an episode on there where this man goes to heaven. Jesus come and get him, and he takes him into this realm, and he shows him an open Bible. And in the Bible is the heart, a real heart with all of the connections to it, and it's beating. And he said, tell my people that the word is alive, the heart just beating. And he said, he looked over and he seen some demons or some type of negative energies or spirits in his heart just beating. And all he did was say certain words. You know, simplicity, one of the virgins that I talk about in the family of righteousness. And I'm going to keep doing this because the word is alive. The word is the heartbeat. The word is the heartbeat. The word is the heartbeat. He said, as he was saying certain words, he could see what was coming out of his mouth. He could see what the words were. And they were like bullets. And they were hitting the demons. And they destroyed the demons. Proving my whole channel. You see that? How God bring confirmation? So, how you gonna fight this negativity? How you gonna fight these evil thoughts? How you gonna fight these ugly memories and things you done labeled depression and then you just won't let junk go? Of course it's depressing you. You won't let nothing go. So how you gonna fight? Well, what this is. How did Jesus fight the demons? He used this, didn't he? The word. And he used it to combat the evil. So when you have something that tell you you poor, I don't know what you saying. I'm rich in word. How will I ever be poor? I am what God is. You better find you some words to fight with. You better find you some words that got some power packing punches. I don't know what your struggle is, but you know words, you better get a dictionary. You better get on Google and search words of righteousness, words of power. You better learn your literature. You better learn your vibration. You better learn how to put your emotion and your intent in the words that you speak, because this is the only way to beat the devil. See that? Now, what kind of word is pumping your heart? Is it life or is it strife? Is it sorrow? Is it anger? Is it self-pity? Is it self-loathingness? What you say about yourself? How you really see yourself? You hate yourself? You can't stand yourself? You actually think you can't be forgiven for that? You actually think ain't nobody else did anything worse? Do you think that salvation don't belong to you? Remember, you got an angel of righteousness in you. Remember, the angel of repentance is in you. Remember, you squeeze and you choke out the Holy Spirit. You grieve him. They can't breathe. Look how ugly that is. So guess what? They got to go. And you walking around with all that anger, all that hatred. Oh, you don't like nobody. You don't like nothing. Don't nothing work out for you. So guess what? Everybody gonna get it. Everybody gonna feel what I feel. Fuck the world. This how we is, y'all. This was wrong with all of us. This how we feel. We want to punch some. We want to hit some. You know why? Because we focus on what we ain't got. We focus on what we lost. We focus on what coulda, shoulda, woulda been. We focus on the crap we can't even see. Don't even got the means to get it. We focus on somebody else better. We envious of somebody else that's getting it. It ain't their fault we ain't getting it. And we choose to be like this. Guess what? Holy Spirit ain't there. Them virgins gone. You feel empty. Feel like you can't breathe. Feel like you choking. Why? You won't let the bullshit go. For some reason you need it. For some reason you ain't hurting good enough. For some reason you ain't had enough. But guess what, y'all? I was like this. And then my heart went. My heart was at 10%. Heart going down to 8%. Next thing you know. Bring. Tasha, we have a heart for you. Call your family right now. You are going into surgery immediately. There is a 50-50 chance that you will make it. And there is a chance that you will not make it. But we have a perfect match for you. You have 1 hour. And here I am, y'all. And this is what I'm giving to you. All them words in the scriptures. Holy tablets. People write books, y'all. Come on. Let's not be closed-minded. This word pumps the heart. Joy pumps the heart. Happiness pumps the heart. Meekness pumps the heart. Ease pumps the heart. Serenity pumps the heart. It makes you love. This is you laughing. This is you smiling. This is things working out. Keep focusing on the things that are working out. We're going to stop giving credit to the stuff that ain't working. It's not right. It's not righteous. It's some bull crap that we don't give what's working out enough credit. We don't give it enough credit. So guess what? I'm finna prove something to y'all. That every word on my channel is coming from the Most High. I'm under the anointing right now. And if you done hung in here this long, baby, you getting fed when I tell you, if you only know what's working out for you in the spirit realm. And I want to thank you for your time, but I'm not done. That was just the first part. God told me to really go in about love because he wanted y'all to understand how much he cares. He cares so much, he can put his love in other people and they'll love you just like he loved you. Could you imagine the shapes and the sounds and the deities and the benevolent beings they was creating when they was all speaking their truth? Not one liar was in that room. Not a one. Every feeling for me in that room was real and it was raw. Stop going around telling people you love them and you're gonna be there for them when you know dang gone well you're not, because guess what? You got a punishment coming towards you so bad because you have created that feeling into another person and you never meant to be there. You never meant to reciprocate that. You never meant to nurture that. You're creating bastards everywhere you go. Then you get mad when the woman want to come and tear your world up. You want to get mad when the woman want to come get back. Feelings are alive. They're real. They're breathing. They have heartbeats. Get out of y'all flesh. You got to be responsible for what you're doing. Going around making babies, dropping them off, not giving a care what's happening to them, what type of lifestyle they got going on with them. Letting the woman beat you up, bounce you around. Well, I'm hearing everybody's toes today. Because you need to take your asses home. You cheating husbands, chasing tail. Oh, God, if you could imagine the damage you doing to that woman and the damage you doing to yourself. Both of y'all gang up on that one innocent lady. It don't matter what the status is in your household. You cheating. You're hiding. You're sneaking. You're being malicious. You're sharing your sacred parts with another that you vowed to keep for another. We got to start being responsible. All these kids growing up without fathers and we wondering why they killing each other, why they don't like each other, why they can't stand each other. One day, we gonna get it. And I hope Armageddon don't be that day, because guess what? Y'all don't see how this going with the words? You looking for something to fall out of that sky. Let me tell you, it's going to be words at war. Words against words. Evil against good. Dark against light. You having this battle inside yourself now. You going through it now. But y'all, if it happened on a massive scale, do you want to see that? All the ugly stuff you done said gonna come out. All the good stuff you done said gonna come out. You want to deal with this stuff, y'all, because if you don't work this stuff out, this gonna be your demons at the end. You creating the demons, you training the demons, you raising the demons, you feeding the demons, you letting the demons run your life. They pimping you, they doing all this. Then when you die, they still gonna get you. I can't. I'm out of that loop. Thank God I'm out of that loop. And I keep catching myself when I go there. And that's the key. You're supposed to catch yourself when you find yourself going there. When you find yourself going there, you catch yourself. So y'all, I had found something from this book called The 10 Principles of the Upanishads, right? And in this, they talk about death.
Strip him of the body.
I want y'all to hear what they got to say about death. This is like
Fire burns, sun shines,
a
rain
Hindu
pours,
book.
wind.
I want y'all to hear
So
how
consumes.
he talks about elements, how they are alive. To prove to you I'm not crazy. I ran up on this not too long ago. Okay? But this is validation of the conversation we've been having since my channel got started. Words are alive. Everything is alive. Nothing is dead. Now, I want y'all to listen to this. And I hope to God y'all can hear this real good, right? Spend time with me, y'all. This is what I do in my free time. See, I don't have to be in no crowd of people with all this knowledge that I'm getting. Hang in here with me, y'all. I want to prove to you I've been where I've been, and I mean what I'm saying. Confirmation.
The 10 Principal Upanishads. Put into English by Sri Purohit Swami and W.B. Yeats. Narrated by Matthew Schmitz. Preface. Incompetent to expound Indian philosophy, I shall illustrate some few things that have to be said for my own daily thoughts and contemporary poetry. Sri Purohit Swami has asked me to introduce what is twice as much his as mine, for he knows Sanskrit and English, I but English. Before, after, and during his 9 years' pilgrimage round India, he has sung in Sanskrit every morning in the Avadhuta Geta, attributed to Dattatreya, an ancient sage to whom he pays particular devotion, and 2 Upanishads, the Sadguru, his own composition, and the Mandukya, and perhaps at night to entertain or edify his hosts, songs of his own composition, those in Marathi, or Hindi among the unlearned, those in Sanskrit among the learned. Sanskrit has been a familiar speech, not changing from place to place, but always on his tongue.
Sanskrit.
For some 40 years, my friend George Russell has quoted me passages from some Upanishad, and for those 40 years I have said to myself, someday I will find out if he knows what he is talking about. Between us existed from the beginning the antagonism that unites dear friends. More than once I asked him the name of some translator, and even bought the book, but the most eminent scholars left me incredulous. Could Latinized words, hyphenated words, could polyglot phrases, sedentary distortions of unnatural English, however many gods in thee, all-knower, adversely slay desires of a person, could muddles muddied by lo, verily, and forsooth, represent what grass farmers sang thousands of years ago, what their descendants sing today? So when I met Sri Purohit Swami, I proposed that we should go to India and make a translation that would read as though the original had been written in common English. "You write well," said Aristotle. "Express yourself like the common people, but think like a wise man." A favorite quotation of Lady Gregory's. I quote her diary from memory. Then, when lack of health and money made India impossible, we chose Majorca to escape telephones and foul weather, and there the work was done, not as I had planned, in ease and leisure, but in the interstices left me by a long illness. Yet I am satisfied. I have escaped that polyglot, hyphenated, Latinized, muddied muddle of distortion that froze belief. Can we believe or disbelieve until we have put our thought into a language wherein we are accustomed to
And
express
this
love
is
and hate and
read
all the
by
shades between?
Australian
When belief
Grace
comes, we
Media.
stand up, walk
I
up
don't
and
own the
down,
rights
laugh
to
or swing an
this.
arm. A mathematician
This
gets
is
drunk,
not
finding
my
that which is the prerogative of men of action.
thing.
I have not worked to confound George Russell, though often saddened by the thought that I could not. He died some months ago, but to confound something in myself. He expressed in his ceaseless, vague preoccupation with the East
Everybody
a nagging
being
curiosity of our
curious
time,
about
psychical
who they
research,
are. This been
which
going
must
on
someday deeply
forever.
concern religious philosophy, for its evidences surround the pilgrim, and the devotee, though they never take the center of the stage, has already proved the existence of faculties that would, combined into one man, make of that man a miracle-working yogi. More and more, too, does it seem to approach a main thought of the Upanishads. Continental investigators who reject the spiritism of Lodge and Crookes, but accept their phenomena, postulate an individual self-possessed of such power and knowledge that they seem at every moment about to identify it with that self, without limitation and sorrow, containing
This is
and
by
contained by all,
W.B.
and to seek there not
Yeats.
only the living,
This is
but
the
the dead.
full
But
audio
our
book
need and curiosity
read
have no
by
one source.
Australian
Between
Grace
1922
Media.
and
I do not
1925,
own the rights
English
to this.
literature, wherever most intense, cast off its preoccupation with social
is not
problems
my
and began to
material.
create myths like those of antiquity, and to ask the most profound questions. I recall poems by T.S. Eliot, Those Barren Leaves by Aldous Huxley, where there is a Buddhistic hatred of life, or a hatred of Schopenhauer, did not so much find in as deduced from a Latin translation of a Persian translation of the Upanishads. Certain poems, The 7 Days of the Sun, Matrix, The Mutations of the Phoenix, by W.J. Turner, by Dorothy Wellesley, by Herbert Reed, which have displayed in myths, not as might some writer of my youth for the sake of romantic suggestion, but urged by the most recent thought, the world emerging from the human mind.
The
A still
world
younger
emerging
generation
from the
has brought a
human
more
mind. They
minute
just named
psychological
some books,
curiosity, suggesting
some
an eye
authors.
where a goldsmith's magnifying glass is screwed to like preoccupations. In their pursuit of meaning, Day-Lewis, McNeice, Auden, Laura Riding have thrown off too much, as I think, the old metaphors, the sensuous tradition of the poets. High on some mountain shelf, huddle the pitiless abstractions bald about the neck,